Hi, my name is Kirk Hamilton, and I'm the author of Staying Healthy in the Fast Lane. And this is the Staying Healthy Today show on YouTube. And what I wanted to talk about today was, I think, an example of real healthcare reform. You know, we have a debate about healthcare reform, which is basically trying to cover more people with insurance, and in my opinion, more people with disease. That's not going to work because we keep having more and more disease. We need to find a way to prevent disease. And a perfect example of this is President Clinton, or ex-President Clinton. President Clinton had the best health care on the planet, we would all assume, because he's the President of the United States. And as you well know, he was noted for being a kind of a junk food eater. He would be in fast food establishments and, you know, jog into those establishments, and that was kind of made fun of during his presidency. Well, he got very severe heart disease, and he had a quadruple bypass. That means 4 vessels or 4 veins were created to bypass blood so he could get more blood flow, and that reduced his symptoms for a while. Then what happened is that didn't hold, and again, he's having the best health care on the planet, or, you know, the President of the United States gets pretty good health care and total coverage. So it doesn't hold, and he has a stent put in, which are little devices that kind of open up the vessel mechanically. And he had 2 of them put in one of the main arteries in his heart. That lasted for a while, and then again he started having symptoms. So then he read people I've interviewed on my website at prescription2000.com and my Staying Healthy Today show, Caldwell Esseltine, who is a surgeon at the Cleveland Clinic, who has done a study on reversing atherosclerosis with a very strict plant-based diet. And also, he was in consultation with Dr. Dean Ornish from the University of California, San Francisco, who in the late 1990s proved that you could reverse atherosclerosis by a strict plant-based diet and meditation and some exercise. So, there's a great interview with President Clinton with Wolf Blitzer. There's also another one with Sanjay Gupta, and you can Google those on CNN. And what you'll see is he talks about why he finally changed his diet. He got serious, and this is after his presidency. Chelsea's going to get married. He wants to lose some weight, and he wants to be around for the grandchildren. So he has the why. And so he goes strictly on a plant-based diet, and even a stricter one, and then he doesn't even have nuts or seeds. He just has beans or legumes, vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. And you can see this interview on with both Wolf Blitzer and Sanjay Gupta. He lost 20 pounds. He feels great. Now, why am I bringing this up? Who cares about President Clinton? Well, here's the deal. We are spending enormous amounts of money. We have a healthcare crisis of diseases called chronic diseases. These are heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, stroke, high blood pressure, bone loss. These are generally preventable and reversible. The World Health Organization says by diet, exercise, and by stopping smoking, we can reduce or reverse or prevent 80% of heart disease, 80% of type 2 diabetes, 80% of stroke, and 40% of cancers. That's a huge effect. That's the best healthcare, achievement ever. So President Clinton gets educated, and for nothing. Remember, he's had probably, I don't know, several $100,000 or $1 million worth of care over the years for his heart. He reads, or he could read 2 books by these people for $35, and he changes his life. That is the model for healthcare reform. We have to have a healthcare system where we stay well and don't let these diseases happen that are preventable and then trying to cover them with more insurance, because it can't work. So I think I'm very thrilled that Bill Clinton got heart disease because of his example of getting all the traditional treatment, and it didn't hold, it didn't last, and he had the best healthcare coverage. So if we cover everybody and we let the disease happen, we're still in the same boat. But he changed it by basic lifestyle and a very strict plant-based diet. And that same diet that would reverse heart disease will reverse type 2 diabetes, which is in epidemic proportions, will reverse obesity, will reverse hypertension, and will reduce the incidence of cancer. So I encourage you to go to CNN and type in Sanjay Gupta and Bill Clinton, Wolf Blitzer and Bill Clinton on heart disease. And you will see these, or you can go to my website under educational handouts, and I have healthy aging, and these are all the URLs for these YouTubes, and they're very powerful. So you can read about some of these in my book, but we need to stay well, not find new ways to treat disease. We have to prevent disease, and we can do it with a very strict unprocessed food diet, predominantly plant-based or all plant-based. So see that example of President Clinton, and you can get my book at prescription2000.com. And I thank you and have a nice day.